Welcome again to another video that I call Sharing Life with You. I hope that you are doing wonderful today. In this video, I want to go ahead and speak to your heart. And I hope that you open your heart. And I hope that in all of my videos, you are open. In other words, your heart is open. You know, I know that you've heard me say this in the past that for you to continue to move on with your life, uh, leave your past behind. Uh, in everything that I say, I am aware that you're going to have some hard times that are in front of you. Whenever you want to make a change, there's going to be times in your life where you're not going to want to go ahead and move on with a life. You know, you're going to get sad, you're going to get frustrated, there's going to be confusion at times, you're going to be disappointed, and I'm aware of all of this stuff that is going to happen. The reason why you don't hear me say much of this in the video is because I want you to stay focused in your desires. I want you to stay focused in the dreams you have, and I don't want you just to when these things happen for you to pull back and not make the effort of moving forward. I believe that the blessings are here. I believe that they're in the world, and I know that there may be people who are watching this video and may disagree with that. Well, that's okay. I'm okay with that. But what I really want you to understand is that there are times, where you're hoping that people will support you and they will not support you. There are times where you wish somebody will stand next to you, and you know what? You're gonna find yourself where no one is standing next to you. And what do you do then? And where do you get your strength at? And where do you get the inspiration that you need to move on with life? To be inspired in life, it comes from above. And I hope that you really are open to what I have to say in this video. Your strength at times is not going to come by how much you know and how much you move on with life. Your strength comes from God, and I want you to accept that, because this is where you're going to be able to overcome those feelings, those emotions, the setbacks that you're going to have, the confusion that they're going to be at times just around you, and receiving the blessings of life. For me, they come from God. And please give yourself the time to believe. This is the reason why I emphasize so much that in order for you to have faith, in order for you to believe in yourself, you got to leave the past behind, and you gotta move on forward, because there is something that happens when you move forward in life. You receive energy, you receive a belief, and this belief for me comes from God. And I know that people say, well, the reason why I don't believe in God is because of all of the bad things that are happening in the world. And they go as far as saying, well, if God is so good, then why are all these bad things happening? You know, this is where believing that God is good is is it takes faith to do this. It takes faith to believe that God is good in spite of all the bad things that are happening in the world. People have choices. We are not under the control of God. God freely gives us the blessings. He freely gives us the world. What we do is the opposite of receiving this wonderful gift that we have. Your life is a gift to you, and you give life to your children, you give life to people when you just move on with life. You know, I hope that in your life, when you find yourself where you're hurting and you're down, that you believe that God will help you and help you to move forward in life. This is where it takes faith, and this is where you have to believe that as I move on with life, I'm going to receive all of the blessings that are there. I hope that you don't become discouraged in your life, where when people just attack you. You know, this is the reason why I put so much emphasis in love and loving people, because you're gonna need this in your life to be able to move on with life. But you're also gonna need the help from God that you can't explain. It's not religion. It is simply just having faith that God is good, and that is what I'm going to believe in spite of my situation, in spite of where I live, in spite of the things that have happened to me. I'm simply going to believe that God is good, and He is good to me. And when I find myself where I want to quit, then I'm going to ask Him for help. You've heard me say this. My videos are not religious. They're not about a doctrine. They're simply about my life experience and things that what I have gone through, and how I find my life changed today because I put certain things into practice. And I hope that in your life, you know, you don't quit. You don't give up, and you continue to move on with the blessings that are here. You know, what is your purpose in life? You need to discover this for yourself. What other blessings that are out there? It's for you to find. It's for you to seek. You know, and if you humble yourself in life, and you simply just, you know what, I'm going to take this life as a blessing. And when I find myself where I may be defeated, then I'm going to ask God to simply help me. Get all of that garbage out of your mind. Get the garbage of what people say, that there is no God and that there's no existence of God. Get all that garbage out of your mind. Because the only way that you're going to really have evidence of there's a God would be the changes you make, the blessings you receive, where you were at one time and where you find yourself today. And when you thought that things weren't going to work out for you, they ended up connecting together, and they took you from a person of misery to a person who now is happy, a person that was sick to a person now who is healed. This is what I encourage you, and I want to speak to your heart, and I hope that you take time to really think about what I said. Don't turn the video off because I mentioned God. Don't do that. You're only setting yourself back in life. You know, I believe that if you want a change in your life, it's here for you. It's available for you. It's just a matter of, at those times when you find yourself that you want to quit, then you ask God to help you. I have done this. I cannot explain it in words. I can only show it by my changes, by the experiences that I receive, the peace that I have when I lay down at night, when I put my head on the pillow, how at peace I am, even though I know that there are still areas in my life that I have to change. You know, take the time to really meditate on what I've said. Take the time to you know, seek for yourself. You know, sit in a quiet place to think, is there a God or is there not a God? Don't go by it because you're angry and someone said it, that you made the decision to say, well, there is no God. You know what? I say don't do that to yourself. You're only robbing yourself from true happiness. Enjoy your life to the fullest. You only have one life to live, and every day you wake up is a day less that you have on earth, and what you do today is so important. You know, I leave you with this video that I hope you receive it, and I also hope that you share it with someone who may just need to hear this. You just never know, and I'm going to repeat this, you never know where they are in their life, and simply hearing a video that will encourage them and help them, they'll make these changes that they thought never was possible. You create images in your mind, and you can create an image in your mind that there's no God, or you can create an image in your mind that there is a God. But I'm telling you, there is no magic in it. There is changes to the evidence. In other words, you'll see the evidence in your life. I thank you so much for being so patient with me. I thank you for listening to my videos, because every time I see the numbers go up, it simply encourages me to continue on to what I believe is my purpose in life. And I hope to the next video that you stay safe and you just simply enjoy life as the blessings come to you. Thank you again, and bye-bye.